So, hi everyone, welcome to the Accessible AI Hub. This is Deepthi, and welcome to the first in the series of interacting with our seniors to understand how the placement process work. So, for the first one in the series, we have Sam Prince Franklin, our senior from college, who I really looked up to in various stage of my college life. So, welcome here, Sam. Thanks for your time, for being here. And can we start with a quick introduction of yourself?
Hey, Dipti. Yeah, thanks for having me here. We'll start with a quick intro. Hey guys, I'm Sam. Currently, I'm in my final year, and also I'm doing my um, career at Intel. So, I joined VIT in 2020, and I'm passing out with a MTech integrated software engineering degree. And I did my 12-month internship at Intel, and I secured my full-time employment there as well. With my career as a software developer working with Intel and with numerous background with tech management and other stuff. That's my quick intro.
Thanks for that. So great to hear. Great to have you here again. So let's start with your college journey. So, how was the experience of choosing an integrated MTech, and what was the driving force behind choosing software engineering as your major?
Yep. So the tech savvy, the behavior that I had was like back in 2018, like when I was, participating in a couple of hackathons over there, like during my school days, and VIT was the venue for that, basically. So from there, the journey towards the joining of VIT was there, and with technology from my childhood, I'm pretty much into all this social media, tech, aircraft, and basically all the techs, right? So computer science was close to my heart. I was passionate. I'm pretty much good in website building. Back in 2018, I was doing the drag and drop sites and all, like with Wix and stuff. But that also made me to realize that I should also, explore the career as a software engineer. So I chose the same. And right now I'm with a degree and I'm also with a career in the same.
That's really exciting to know about. So you were talking about, building website even, earlier in your years. But how do you think that hands-on projects and working on real-time research helped you understand the domain better and also, contribute to the industry directly?
Yeah. So the journey started in my first year, actually. Like back then, I do websites, but then the core concept, it's all drag and drop websites, right? Like in my school days. But then the actual technology that hits behind the web development or website building, right? So it has a lot of intricate concepts. So that's where it started, and projects are the one that makes you, understand how things works. Uh, During COVID times, like I used to watch a lot of tutorial videos, there'll be like 10 hours tutorial, 12 hours tutorial videos. Just, going through that will make you realize that, okay, there are a lot of concepts behind things. And then you also get a chance to try it out. And the time when you put your hands on dirty with tech, you will realize like there are a lot of bugs, a lot of hurdles, a lot of issues coming up. So you go to the Stack Overflow, or like back days, like we used to go to Stack Overflow. Nowadays, it's all ChatGPT and stuff, right? So that's where like you realize, okay, this is the procedure that you need to follow. This is the concept. This is the methodology that you need to, implement in your workflow, right? So. Projects were always been a backbone for any successful skill. So whenever you learn something, do something parallelly. So that's what the motto is.
Okay. So, and again, a follow-up question on that. I mean, there is so much, right? AI and ML is there, DevOps is there, web development is there. But how do you know that this is something that I really want to learn so much more about?
Okay. So see, when you join as a fresher to a college, right? Like as a freshman, you barely knows that, like basics of Python or C, C++ that you have when you're 12th grade, right? With that, you pass out to the first freshman. But then the moment you land up in the college, you start getting up like the basics, like how exactly things works. You also get to know how OS works, how networking works, right? So all these things are the basement of any software concepts. not even in software, like even though if it is AI, ML, whatever, you all, I mean, it's mandate to have all these concepts. So let's say once you build these concepts, you apply somewhere, right? So let's say you take network and then you build APIs, let's say in the domain of web development, right? Like you have APIs. So for that, you need to learn how exactly a network pass. I mean, how data transfer from one place to the other, like how it is being passed to different layers, right? So all these things have a prerequisite. That's where you learn in your college, and maybe in your second year or your third year of your college, right? So you start exploring multiple stuff. You start hitting up like AI, ML, data science, machine. I mean, machine intelligence and cybersec. A lot of things are there right now, and a couple of people they do also implement in IoT and other hardware related stuff, right? So that's where you get a chance to explore multi domains, and then you implement these concepts that you have learned in your second year or in your first year of college. And my honest suggestion is that just hit everything and whichever suits you, just pick it up. So in my college days, I used to, try out web development, AI, ML, data science, a lot of things. I tried like literally everything in my I mean, second year. And then I find that web dev and the GenAI and also the IoT, right? Like these three fields were pretty much easy with me. And also I was exploring the non-tech, right? Like design and stuff, UI, UX and stuff, right? So having a good understanding on UI UX in my college days like helped me to also focus more on the front end development, and that gave me a very much like a base strong foundation to my web development journey. And then I started moving on the back end technologies, building APIs, servers and stuff. Right? So also apart from all these texts, right? Like there are a couple of like base concepts like Git handling, Git versioning, and all those things are like pretty much basics that people they tend to not have much chance to try it out in their college days, but then it's highly recommended to have those skills as well. So my quick summary on this is basically try out everything, reach out to all forums, see what works and what not works, and then just pick it up whatever you feels like it's good for me, right? So that's my point.
Very well said. So, other than your tech skills and all the contributions you have made to research, something that I got to know you as a senior was through the Microsoft Innovations Club. You were the first person who introduced me to the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program, and right now I'm in the gold milestone. So, other than being academically focused, how do you think being part of these clubs, taking up leadership and mentoring a lot of students helped you in your career?
Yeah, great, and congratulations for your gold ambassador. So yeah, coming to the point, right? So clubs, chapters, having leads on multiple events, where that's the light for my entire journey towards the this career, right? So uh, people who have passionate about tech, they should also have some other things that they should focus on other than tech. In my case, it was management, and it's like organizing people's and events. So it started in my second year. Like probably I joined into a couple of clubs, and then I moved on to Microsoft Innovation Club, and with guidance of my seniors, I was able to get into the MLSA program. Uh, Having all this said, like this particular domain, right, like events and managing people, so that skill helped me to organize my time. Like once you are involved in multiple things, time is the only one thing that you need to manage a lot. And that experience that I had in my college days like really helped me to manage things in my corporate culture as well, because there'll be multiple projects, multiple teams you'll be juggling up. And this skills, this experience that you gained in college with regard to event management or like clubs, activities, these are like the non-tech skills, like soft skills that is pretty much worth trying it. So for anyone who is in college, like maybe in your first grade or like in your second grade, right? So you should obviously take leads if you're passionate about managing. Just go try out some clubs, take some lead part, manage people. So you will feel like what real well management looks like, right? So I thought it was really a rewarding success.
Okay. So now talking about placements. So you got into Intel last year through campus placements. So what was your placement scenario like? I mean, how many months of preparation had to go there? What was the effort like? And how did you get an internship in Intel?
Okay. So coming to my placements season, it started in 2024, January and Feb. I mean, as a college placements, and then Intel came in the month of February, and there were interviews happening in the month of March and April. So I had, other than Intel, I had a couple of other options as well to give some interviews like Dell, Signify, another part. And with Intel, I had like priority to choose it up. So with regard to Intel's interviews, I would suggest it's more sort of a project oriented. Uh, and whoever who's preparing for their interviews or your placements, try focusing more on your resume, your profile, your skill sets, because people, they have two variety of hiring people. One is about your lead code, your problem solving skills and stuff, and the same equal opportunities and the equal importance is given to the people who do contributions, open source contributions, projects, patents, and other related stuff, right? So you should have equal amount of problem solving as well as with your projects, your resume. So that's how it started, and then I was able to get shortlisted based on my resume and also some problem solving stuff, right? So and then I had a couple of my questions based revolving around my projects, which I did in my fourth year. Um, Both were from my IoT domain, and I had a couple of my web dev projects as well. So in 2024, like AI was like again booming. So I have a couple of projects over there as well. So my portfolio was like more sort of IoT, web dev, GenAI, and UI UX. So the team who interviewed me also had a requirement on the same. So I was pretty much able to crack it. Yeah.
Okay, that's great to hear. So now that you're in Intel, how was the
Mhm.
internship period like? So what was the domain of work that you did, and what were the learnings that were different from what you learned in college?
Okay. So my internship period at Intel was like the golden era, which I named it, because I was able to, juggle to multiple domains. Like literally, I was doing some web dev, I was doing some data analysis, I was doing some automation stuff, I was doing some DevOps. Because DevOps clouds were the one which I was trying in my third year of my college, and then I was also doing some scripting automation stuff. And in the middle, my core web dev was also there. So having said all these things, like during my internship, I had opportunity to try out all these domains, and it's all like corporate, right? Like real world projects. So in that time, when you juggle between multiple domains and multiple projects, you really get a lot of exposure, and that too in a scalable corporate. So it's way more interactive, way more hands on, and it's not at all boring at all. Like even though it's a like 12-month internship, I was like backing out with a lot of experience, skills, and the knowledge. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're wrapping up the podcast, any quick tips, suggestions that you would like to share with people who are, going for placements this time?
So yeah, I would just put up a couple of tips. One is on start focusing on your profiles. Like from if you are in a freshman, probably like start focusing on from now, because people who start in the early days are they can really brag a lot of things, right? Like so, just start from the beginning. If you are in your final year and still you are figuring out like which domain to choose, just try have some equal amount of problem solving as well as with some sort of development, like maybe it can be app or dev or AI or any kind of development, right? And also have a good amount of agentic AI domain in your portfolio so that people, right now it's booming, so people look for that. And also have a decent CGPA, that matters a lot. Like anything, I mean, nine is suggested, above nine is suggested, but yeah, anything that is decent CGPA should help you to get an internship. And with all the given recessions that's going around the world, so always try for opportunities and start giving interviews. Hit up, I mean, either if you like startups, start hitting at them up because the requirements over there as well, that's equally important. So yeah, those are my tips to the people who are preparing for the placements.
All right, great then. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for joining us again, Sam. It was, it's a really a big privilege for you to have our senior address our team in Accessible AI Hub. So thank you so much for the time, and I'm really sure that your tips, your suggestions, and your journey will be inspiring for those who are taking up the placement this time. Thank you so much once again. Have a great day.
sure. Thanks. Bye.